Good day, ma'am. Good day, everyone. I am Carla Liparama and I am the first reporter of the Chapter 14 Role of the Members. So in the past chapters that has been discussed under the chapter of membership, it tackles about the roles of officers, boards, and committees. But what roles do the members play? So member is one of the vital role within the organization. So members, these are the people who join meetings, share ideas, help in activities, vote for leaders, and serve in committees. So they are the foundation of the organization. In organization, there are members who seek active roles and those who sit on the sidelines and let the next person do it. So in organization, there are two kinds of members. So the first members is the active members who participate and help the organization to grow. Second are the inactive members who stay on the sidelines and let the others do the works. So when only a few people are active, problems can happen inside the organization. So it is important that all the members are actively participating in all the functions of the club for the betterment of the organization. However, in many organizations, only a few people are allowed to rise to the top. So these are the people who have seen skills or the capacity to be suited in top positions. So this causes cliques to develop, creating division among the membership. When only a few members are considered leaders or are asked to serve on committees, resentment and ill will are created, and worst of all, other members' talents are left on top. So one of the problem in the formation of groups or cliques that this creates division among members. So some people may feel left out because only a few are given leadership positions or responsibilities. As a result, other members may become discouraged and their talents and skills may not be discovered. So for an organization to grow, to be successful, and to be truly democratic, all the talent of the members need to recognize, cultivated, and use. So this chapter also explains that for an organization to become successful and to be fully democratic, every member should be involved. Leaders should recognize and develop the abilities of all members, not only a few people. Everyone has the potential to become a leader if they are given training, guidance, and opportunities. These chapters looks at ways involve new members, the duties of a member, and situation requiring a member to assume special responsibility. So the first part of this chapter is the membership involvement. Here are proven techniques for incorporating new members immediately into the organization and making them feel welcome and useful. So this topics explains how the organization can help new members become active and feel welcome. So membership involvement is important because an organization becomes stronger when all members participate and work together. So the first technique is to make sure that each new members receive a copy of the bylaws and other documents that govern the club. This is important because the bylaws are the rules that guide how the organization works. So this means that reading the bylaws will guide the members to have knowledge about how the organization works. By understanding these rules, new members will know their rights, duties, and how decisions are made. This helps them adjust more easily. So the next technique is to listen to the member. Why did he or she join the organization? If the member's needs are not being met, he or she will probably not renew the membership. So the second technique is to listen to the new member. So organizations should ask why the person joined and what they hope to gain or contribute. So this is important because they will know what are the possible wants of the members, why they join the organization. So listening is important because every member has different needs, goals, and interests. If members feel ignored or their expectations are not met, they may lose interest and decide not to stay in the organization. So next is to assign a new member a mentor, someone to explain how the organization operates and to advise where the member can best use his or her talents. So the mentor can be one of the instrument for the new members to know more about or to be knowledgeable about the organization. So a mentor is an experienced member who guides and supports the newcomer. So the mentor explains how the organization works, answer the questions of the new members, and helps the member find where they can best use their skills and talents. So the mentors can also help the new members know where can he or she be suited, or where can her talents or his talents be suited inside the organization. So this makes a new members feel more confident and included. So the next technique will be discussed by my groupmate.
Hello everyone, so for the continuation of membership involvement, we have give a training session on parliamentary procedure and explain that at meetings, all members are encouraged to present ideas to the club in the form of motion. So this means nga ang organization should teach members the proper use or the proper rules and procedures used during meetings. So in this way, we use parliamentary procedure to run meetings smoothly, organized, and orderly. Members are encouraged to participate by presenting their suggestions or ideas through motions, which are official proposal presented during meeting. For example, if a members want to suggest, they can make motion like, I move that the organization conduct a tree planting activity next month. And the phrase I move, it formally introduces ideas for discussion and for possible approval. This process ensures that every member has the right to share opinions and participate equally in decision making. So next is excuse me. Next is immediately appoint the new members to a committee where his or her talents are useful and where the members is interested in the work. So this means that new members should quickly be involved in organizational activity by assigning them to a committee that is matched to their skills and interests. A committee is a smaller group responsible for specific tasks or projects with the organization. So, for example, if a new member is, anad siya layout, design, so, mag-design sila posters, then the organization may assign that person to the publicity committee. And this allows the members to actively, participate while gain siya, confidence inana and gain siya og mga leadership skills. Involving members immediately promotes active participation and help organizations become stronger and more cooperative. Next is Toastmasters International is an example of an organization that immediately includes all new members. At every meeting, each member is assigned to a task or is able to participate in some way. The practice trains all members for leadership roles. If the same people always do the work, always are selected for an office or always get the limelight, the result is schism in the organization, which may ultimately destroy the organization. So Toastmasters is international. It immediately involves new members by giving everyone a chance to participate in a meeting. This helps members to develop skills and prepare for leadership roles. When all members are included, the organization becomes stronger and united. But however, if isa lang or only one person lang ang always gi-elect always nga gipalid or always nga gitagag attention nana, it may makafeel ang other members nga excluded sila, nga dili sila kailangan sa organization, and it may cause conflict and division in the organization. The biggest mistake an organization can make is to have a probationary period for new members or to set up barriers to service. If you wait too long to include the new members, eventually you may not have new members. So when we say probationary period, it is a waiting time before new members allowed to fully participate in the organization. So it means that organizations should avoid delaying the involvement of any members, especially the new members, or create a restriction or limit ilang responsibilities so that makuan sila, like mag-participate sila and they're not kanang excluded. But if new members are not included immediately in activities or responsibilities, they may lose interest because makafeel sila nga wala man sila gamit sa organization, so why man naa sila sa organization, and there's a possibility nga leave sila sa organization. So next, this the duties of the members. So members have many duties and responsibilities. Here are a few. First, members should attend meeting, be on time, and know the rules of parliamentary procedure. It takes two to tango, and to make meetings go smoothly, both the presiding officer and the members need to know the parliamentary rules. So this means that members should regularly attend meetings, arrive on time, and understand rules used in meeting called parliamentary procedure. The phrase "it takes two tango" means that both presiding officer and the members should follow or know the parliamentary procedure, and the two must cooperate in the meeting. If the presiding officer lead the meeting, guide the organization and then the members should listen and kanang follow the basic principles. Same sa sa presiding officer, follow sa basic principles, and then mag-wait sila nga recognize before sila mag-speak. Also, nga akay manner sa organization. And that way, meetings become organized and fair when everyone knows and follows the parliamentary rules. Next is members need to prepare themselves for leadership roles. This means that members should train and improve themselves so they can handle leadership responsibilities in the future. As as a members, predictable na jud siya, na mag-assume na jud ka nga in the future somewhat makakuan jud ka nga sometimes makalid ka So before that happened, you should practice, gain experience with others, and learn skills and para improve imong leadership skills and in that way makakuan kag mga leadership skills and it helps the organization to continue function effectively because members are ready to guide and serve the group when needed. So bahalag ang uban nga bahalag siya nga members is wala if ikaw nga part also sa organization, kabalo ka unsay buhaton, then even wala siya, you can lead manggod pod and no need na nga magkarakara makakabalo sa buhaton because ikaw nga na-experience, pwede na ikaw ang mo volunteer nga ikaw mo gama sa gamunon. And then members should accept the committee's assignment and perform the task given to them in timely manner. So this means that members should agree to the responsibilities given to them in committees and complete their works properly on time. A committee is a group assigned to handle a specific task in an organization. For example, if a member is assigned to prepare a program, then you as a member nga gitagaan kag task nga mag-prepare sa program, you must fulfill your duty as a member. Imo siyang gamon and then make sure nga mahuman siya before ang scheduled time. And by fulfilling the assigned duties, it will help the organization to run smoothly and effectively.
Good day, everyone. I am Rajan Ferraz Haluk. Today, I will be continuing Miss Charlene Luon's report regarding the duties of the members. So, essentially, these are the rules of the road for meetings. They help us stay organized, act professionally, and make sure our organization stays strong and fair. To start, the most important foundation of an organization is harmony. Members need to work harmoniously with other members, even though they don't always agree with them. This doesn't mean we always have to agree. It means that even when we have different opinions, we stay professional and keep working toward the same goal. We don't let any disagreement at the table stop the work outside the meeting. For instance, your organization choosing a theme for acquaintance party, you might really want a mafia boss theme, but the rest of the team wants a Met Gala. So even though you didn't get your way, you still choose to support the whole team. So when we prioritize harmony over our personal preferences, it builds trust within the team. So this ensures that the organization's missions always comes first, preventing internal drama from slowing us down. Next, we have the respecting the vote. In debate, each member has the right to sway the membership to his or her point of view. If a member votes with a losing side, the member must still respect the fact that the majority rules and cheerfully carry out the membership wishes. So during a meeting, every member has the right to sway the membership. This means you should feel empowered to use your time during debate, to explain your logic and to explain your side, and to try to win people over to your side. However, once the vote is called and the winner is decided, the debate is over. If you are in the losing side, you must respect the majority and the support the decision cheerfully. Accepting the majority's wish is what keeps an organization moving forward. If the losing side constantly fights the decision, nothing ever gets accomplished, and the group becomes stuck in the past. Next, we have the courtesy, fair play, and protecting the minority. Meetings must be built on fairness and courtesy. This means that we listen more than we talk, and then we wait for our turn to speak. One of the most important parts of a parliamentary procedure is making sure majority rule doesn't turn into a mob rule. We must protect the rights of the minority, the people with the unpopular opinion, by making sure they are not ignored or rushed through. So, for instance, suppose 90% of the members want to pass a new rule immediately in an organization. Even if they have the numbers, they must still allow the other 10% to speak their full time and share their concerns without being interrupted or criticized. We follow this principle because the majority changes every day. Today, you might be on the winning side, but tomorrow, you might be in the minority. If you protect others right now, they will be more likely to protect yours later. Also, we have the proper use of a point of order. In the spirit of being cautious, we should only use point of order, which is basically a timeout to fix a rule. When there is a serious mistake, we don't use it to be annoying or to interrupt someone we don't like, or to argue about small things that don't matter. So for instance, if the president completely forgets to let people debate a motion before voting, that is a serious breach, and you should call a point of order. However, you shouldn't call point of order just because someone made a tiny slip of the tongue with speaking. So using this tool only for serious issues keeps the meeting professional. It shows that you care about the rule of the organization rather than just trying to control the conversation. Finally, we have our responsibility to speak up. We all have a responsibility to be watchdogs. If the bylaws are being ignored or if someone's rights are being taken away, it is your job to politely bring it to everyone's attention. We cannot be silent when the rules of our organization are being broken. For instance, if your bylaws state that a vote requires a two-third majority to pass, but the chairperson tries to pass it with only half the vote, you have a duty to point out that the rule isn't being followed. With this, speaking up isn't about being difficult. It's about protecting the organization's integrity. When we hold each other accountable to our own rules, it ensures that the organization remains fair and legal for everyone involved. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. So, I am the last reporter and my report is all about a special responsibility for members. So, every now and then, a presiding officer does not respect the rights of the members and will not entertain a legitimate seconded motion just because he or she does not agree with it. In such situation, a member can pursue the following action. So, the power in a meeting does not belong only to the chairperson. The members also have rights. If the chairperson refuses to recognize a valid motion just because he or she disagree with it, the members can take action. So, first is point of order. So, a point of order is used when the members believe that the rules was not being followed. So, example, a member says that I move that the Student Council organize a campus cleanup drive on Saturday, October 25th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the main courtyard, and another member seconds it. Then the chairperson says, I don't like that idea, so I will not entertain it. So it was unfair because the motion was properly made and seconded. So a member may then say, point of order, the motion should be recognized because it was properly seconded. So if the chairperson still says the motion is out of order, members can appeal the decision. So second action is, if the chair rules the main motion out of order, appeal the decisions. If the chair ignores the point of order, the member can make the motion again. If it is seconded and the chair still ignores it, the members can place the motion before the assembly, ask for debate, and take the vote. This means that the member stands in his or her place and takes over during this part of the meeting. So until the main motion is disposed of either permanently or temporarily. So if the chairperson still says the motion is out of order, members can appeal the decision. So example, the president says your motion is out of order. A member says, I appeal from the decision of the chair. So this means the members ask the whole group to decide whether the chairperson is correct or not. So if the chair ignores the members, even if the members raises a point of order, the motion is properly seconded and the chairperson still ignores it, the member temporarily take control of handling that motion. So, the member can present the motion to the assembly, ask for discussion, and conduct the vote. This only lasts until the main motion is resolved. So, the member has the right to do this under the Robert's Rule of Order. This is a good example of the principle that power is vested in the membership, not in the leadership. That's all for my topic and thank you.